Cinderella and the Friendly Vampire. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her two stepsisters and a stepmother who made her do all the chores. While they dressed in fine clothes and attended grand parties. Though her life wasn't easy, Cinderella never lost her smile, her kindness, or her dreams. One night, as Cinderella was cleaning the attic, she heard a flutter at the window. When she opened it, a small bat flew in. But this was no ordinary bat. It transformed into a young vampire named Victor. Unlike what you in #X27D imagine, Victor was a friendly vampire. He didn't drink blood. Instead, he lived on the magic of moonlight and helped people in need. "Hello, Cinderella," said Victor with a warm smile. "I've been watching from the shadows. And I know you deserve a bit of magic in your life." Cinderella was surprised but not scared. She had always believed in magic. "Thank you, Victor. But what can a vampire do for me?" Quote. Victor twirled his cape and said, "Well, how about I take you to the Grand Royal Ball tonight? You deserve a break from all this hard work." Cinderella looked down at her dusty clothes and said, "I'd love to, but I have nothing to wear. And my family will never let me go." Victor chuckled. "That's where I come in. Close your eyes." With a swirl of moonlight, Victor's magic transformed Cinderella's old clothes into a shimmering silver gown, sparkling like the stars. On her feet were delicate glass slippers. She felt beautiful, but something was still missing. "How will I get to the ball?" she asked. Victor whistled, and from the shadows appeared not horses, but midnight blue bats that magically lifted a carriage made of crystal. "These will fly you to the palace faster than any horse," Victor said. "But remember, the magic lasts until midnight." Quote. Cinderella, with a heart full of excitement, stepped into the carriage and soared through the night sky to the palace. When she arrived, everyone was captivated by her beauty. But it wasn't her dress or shoes that caught the prince's eye. It was her kindness and the joy that sparkled in her eyes. The prince and Cinderella danced all evening, laughing and talking like old friends. Cinderella had never felt so happy. But as the clock began to strike midnight, she remembered Victor's words and hurried away. In her rush, one of her glass slippers slipped off.
But she didn't stop. She ran to the carriage, and with the bat's help, flew back to her home just in time. The moment she stepped inside, her dress turned back to rags, and the carriage disappeared into the night. The next day, the prince searched the kingdom with the glass slipper, determined to find the kind girl he had danced with. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried the slipper, but it didn't fit. Finally, Cinderella stepped forward. She tried the slipper, and it fit perfectly. The prince smiled, realizing she was the one he had been looking for. Victor appeared from the shadows, giving Cinderella a thumbs up. "Told you, magic works wonders," he said with a wink. Cinderella married the prince, but she never forgot about her friend, the friendly vampire. Victor often visited them, flying under the moonlight, bringing his kind of magic to their lives. Together, they all lived happily ever after, with joy, laughter, and just a touch of moonlit magic. And that, dear children, is the story of Cinderella and her magical, friendly vampire friend Victor. A story where kindness and friendship are the greatest magic of all.